My name is Joseph Sperduto, and this is my pitch for United for War.
Being a war commander isn't easy, although it can be challenging. United for War is a team manager RPG where the player functions as their army's commander through mission selection and special action clearance.
The main view of the game is a 3/4 2D perspective as seen on the left side of the screen when you're in an mission. However, when you're in mission selection, you will have an isometric map that is seen on the right side of the screen. However, for everything else, it will be a 2D flat menu. The theme, however, revolves around a medieval RPG in which two different sides are fighting, the good and darkness, and you are a third person that has to come in and end the fighting. Actions are split into out-of-mission and in-mission actions. Out-of-mission is gearing up individuals, forming units to send out, and then selecting the missions to send the units on, and if you'd like to accompany them. In-mission is sitting to set the side goals and other objectives inside of it. Commanding units perform special actions or allowing them to utilize items. The main overarching goal of the game is to end the war between the light and dark factions. You can either assist the light faction, the dark faction, or you can help no one and stop them both. To help the light win, you have to stop all the leaders of the dark faction. To help the dark win, you have to kill all members of the light faction. If you're not going to help either win, you have to kill everybody on both sides. The overarching system in the game is the faction meter, representing your alliance to either faction. Each mission carried out for either faction increases that side's percentage of the whole bar, unless doing a personal interest mission, which makes no changes. Upon making either faction's bar reach the red line shown above, removes the missions for the opposing faction. However, in order to reach a kill both win condition, and either faction's bar must reach red, while subsequent wins for light or dark require their bars to progress past the red lines of the side that they are opposed to on the bar. With this in mind, interesting ways to play and decisions form. For example, a player chooses to help the light faction by taking a light faction mission. Once in game, they must choose their target order, then progress until they have killed all the leaders. Pros to this strategy are less enemies to fight to accomplish the mission compared to the dark mission, which requires all enemies to be killed. The cons would be less experience gained by just completing the mission due to less fighting. Individual decisions the player makes, as such, are the mission itself with regards to the faction meter, the order in which enemies within the mission are targeted, and the actions or items used to accomplish this. The main antagonizing force behind United for War is the war effort between the light and the dark factions, thus making both the light and the dark factions the anti-force. Depending on which route the player goes, they can ally themselves with one of the two and then continue onwards. The light side focuses on killing only those they need to, and thus if you help the light, you only have to kill dark faction leaders. The dark side focuses on killing everybody, so in order to help them, you must kill the entirety of the light side. United for War is most similar to games like Pokemon Quest or XCOM Enemy Unknown. Whereas Pokemon, it has a simple basic auto movement and auto attack system, we expand upon that by adding in special attacks, options, items for gear, and general goals, while XCOM is a little less extensive since you don't need to have exact placement for your troops or to use their abilities or take damage. The main issues that I see are having both the NPC and the player auto-moving. The NPC, we could fix this by starting it off having generated movement that it doesn't move unless triggered, and then we can slowly increase the difficulty at about halfway if we think we have time. As for the AI, the player, we can have them start the coding with the leveled up skill of being able to choose where units specifically go, and then as long as we have time, program in automated movement.